guys ready for our last day of experiments in our underwater laboratory? Today we're continuing to learn about how God is trustworthy. And we're going to see about what floats in fresh water and what floats in salt water. How many of you have gone swimming in a lake or a pond? Ethan, have you swam in a lake?
Yes.
Yes? What about an ocean? Have you gone to the ocean?
Yes.
What's different about the water at the ocean and the water at a lake?
It's salt and one of them is fresh.
Correct. The ocean is salt water and the lake is fresh water. Can you put these in each of your hands? Hold them. Which one is heavier?
This one?
Which one?
Fresh.
Fresh water? Is there more water in that one? Here, let's see. Okay, now try again.
They feel the same.
They feel the same?
Now salt feels it.
The salt water is actually a little heavier because of the salt in there. And that makes the water more dense. And when the water's more dense, it's easier to float. Maybe if I went swimming in the ocean, I'd finally be able to float. All right. So we are going to take, you guys all have your sheets at home to see which one, what your guess. We're going to guess. Do you think a grape will float in fresh water or in salt water? Or both? You want to guess?
I'm guessing salt. It will float in salt and sink in fresh.
All right, drop them in. Let's see.
I was right.
Moving the cups over a little. All right, now let's take those out. And what about an apple? This is just a slice of an apple. Is it going to float in the fresh water?
I think it's going to sink.
Sink in the fresh water? What about the?
They're both gonna float.
Both float. And you're right, they both floated.
Right again.
All right, let's try a rock. These rocks are very similar in size. Let's see.
I think they will both sink.
You got that one right again.
Because they're heavy.
They are heavy. They are more dense than the water. What about a rubber band?
They look like they will float.
Both float. You got it right. All right, take them out.
I think my heart.
Yep, okay. These are hard-boiled eggs. They're pretty heavy. Do you think they're going to float?
Float in salt.
Float in salt?
I was going to say sinking down.
And it did. It touched the bottom on the fresh water. So it's sinking in the fresh water and floating in the salt water.
I've been right. No.
And hair clips. The only difference is the color. What do you think?
Float?
Float in both?
No.
Oh, it sunk in the fresh water and floated in the salt water.
I was right with all of them.
But one. How many questions did you guys get right? Did any of you get them all right? We didn't. Asking questions about floating in fresh water or salt water is fun, and it's easy to find answers. Sometimes, though, we ask questions about life and why things happen, and those questions aren't answered so easily. However, the Bible makes it clear that God is bigger than our unanswered questions, and we can trust that He is always good and wise, even though we may not get our questions answered on this side of heaven. So next time you go swimming in a lake or an ocean, remember that God, who is powerful enough to create the water, is also loving and kind, and you can trust Him. Thank you so much for joining us this week at Vacation Bible School and in my underwater laboratory. And I look forward to seeing you guys all next year for Vacation Bible School. Bye.
There's a place you gotta see, a land of discovery, Mystery Island. Come on! Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island, Mystery Island.
Okay, listen. Mr. Henson is headed this way, so I'm going to alert the detective. You stay here and keep him occupied. Any questions?
Nope, I've got it.
Okay, now whatever you do not let him out of your sight. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am, I'm gonna stick to him like glue.
Sorry, I'm going to miss this.
Ooh, boy, this is gonna be fun.
Hey, it's me. No, okay, they're on the final leg right now. I know, payday is just around the corner. Okay, oh yeah, I've got them all. I've got the hook, I've got the crown, I've got the heart, and pretty soon, maybe even Captain Scurvy Legs Gold. I know. Not bad for a couple days' work, don't you think? No, don't even worry about her. Yes, I know she's on me, but it's no clue. I mean, seriously, I've got nothing to fear. So, any news on your end? Hey, kid. Hey, I'm trying to, you might go somewhere else? Hey, kid. Hey, turn it off. Do you mind? I'm trying to do a phone call here.
Mind? Oh, no, I don't mind.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey!
There, that looks better. Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't interrupt your phone call.
It's all right. Forget it. It's done now.
Oh. Can I get you anything to eat?
Yeah, nachos.
Okay, 1 bowl of nachos coming right up. And here you are.
Thank you.
And there's that. Okay. Lovely day we're having today, right?
I know.
Right?
Hey!
What's wrong? Oh,
Watch what you're doing!
I'm sorry. I looked away for 1 second and look what happened.
Forget it. It's just water.
So, you still want your nachos?
Yeah, I guess.
Good. There's not much I can mess up with that one.
Oh. What is that?
Oh, there you are, little...
There's a lizard in my nachos!
There you are, little buddy. I was looking for you.
Forget it. I'm out of here. I've had enough.
No, you're not.
What are you talking about?
Look behind you.
What's this about?
Gina Patel, you are under arrest for the stealing of Captain Oak's Ook.
What are you talking about? My name is Tobias Henson, and I work for a law firm.
Oh, is that so? Would you care to explain this book then? How to Impersonate a Lawyer in 10 Easy Steps. Dylan here found it in your briefcase yesterday. Now, come on, confess, you are not a lawyer.
So, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. It is up to you. Oh, my back. Oh, after him, Stanley.
Yes, detective.
No, this
That
way,
way.
this way.
Where'd he go?
Get back here, Hudson!
Go get him!
Ah! Where'd he go? Get back here, snake! Ah! Ah!
Aha! Just like they say, crime doesn't pay.
Oh, be quiet.
Nice work, Stanley. Let's go.
Detective,
I know. I was just teasing you.
that was funny. Good one.
That was awesome!
That really couldn't have gone better. Well done.
Yeah!
What's going on?
Why was Mr. Henson in handcuffs?
Because Mr. Henson wasn't really Mr. Henson after all.
What?
What?
That's right. His name is Gino Patel. He's an international antiquities thief.
Really? Well, that's crazy.
So, Mr. Henson really wasn't a lawyer after all, but a bad guy?
That's right. If it wasn't for Detective Dylan here, we probably wouldn't have caught him.
Well, way to go, Dylan!
Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
Wow.
You know what? Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Well, really?
Yes, go have some fun.
Oh, thanks! You're the best, Miss Maybury!
I just can't believe that about Mr. Henson.
Oh, I know. I was shocked when I found out. But anyways, you two finished the last leg, didn't you?
Yes, we
did.
did.
Yeah, and here's what we
Oh,
found.
you can't wait to see it.
A mini treasure chest.
But we can't get it open.
Well, that's because I have the key.
I wonder what's inside.
Maybe the directions to Captain Scurvyleg's gold.
Oh, it's a diamond. And a really big one at that.
I wonder whose it was.
Maybe Cleopatra.
Or the Queen of Sheba. What does the fact sheet say about it?
Well, we don't have a fact sheet for this one. We have something much, much better. A video message from your Uncle Joe.
What?
Hello, Emily, Everett. Believe it or not, I'm your Uncle Joe. And if you're watching this, I guess that means I'm gone, which is a really strange thought. But anyway, I'm just sorry, really sorry that we never met. And it's my fault entirely. You see, I left home when I was 16, before your dad was born and never came back. Something I deeply regret. But I wasn't just running away. I was pursuing a dream, a passion that I had. I wanted to see the world and hunt for buried treasure. So that's what I did. From the top of the world to the bottom of the ocean and everywhere in between. I've searched countless ruins, caves, and shipwrecks, looking for long-lost treasures and artifacts. Then I heard about Captain Scurvyleg's gold. The treasure of all treasures, and knew right away I had to find it. So I packed my things and moved to Mystery Island. Then I searched, and searched, and searched. For years I searched, but found nothing until one day, when I was at my wit's end, I stumbled upon an old stone church tucked away at the north end of the island. Now, I've never been a churchgoer, but that day, for some reason, I had to check it out. Inside was an old man on his knees praying. When he saw me, he asked if he could help. I must have looked desperate. So I told him about Captain Scurvylegs and my lifelong quest for treasure. He listened patiently and then asked if I'd like to hear about the treasure he'd found. A treasure that was far, far greater than the one I was searching for. And of course, I was interested. Then he told me about the one true God, the Creator, the King of the universe, a God of righteousness, holiness, and justice, but also a God of mercy, goodness, love, and forgiveness, a God who knows everything, sees everything, and can do miracles, a God with no beginning and no end, a God who never changes, whose ways are higher than ours, and sadly, a God I didn't know. But then he explained to me how I could know God by turning from my sins and trusting in what Jesus did for me on the cross. So I became a child of God that day, and my life changed. Suddenly, I had an intense desire to share this new treasure with my friends and neighbors. I also began working on a plan to reunite with the family, but that was derailed by a bad health report, which is why you're here right now. I have many regrets, many things I would do differently, but I can't change that. All I can do is finish well, and so I want to give you something. Sure, I've got some valuable artifacts, 3 of which you already have, but that's not where the true riches are. Not by a long shot. No, the real treasure is in a relationship with that one true God. And that's what I want you to really have. The Bible says in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life." Now, what could possibly be more valuable than that? So if you're interested, oh, and I hope you are, I've asked Miss Mabry to explain God's plan of salvation more adequately. She can also answer any questions you might have. And with that, I'll say goodbye. And I hope to see you both on the other side. Goodbye, Emily. Goodbye, Everett.
That makes me so sad.
I know. He was such a sweet guy. He used to come here all the time. He loved this side of the island. So, did you two have any thoughts about what he said?
Yeah. It's a bummer he never found Captain Scurvyleg's gold.
I think she was referring to the part about God.
I know. I'm just disappointed, that's all.
But Uncle Joe wasn't disappointed, was he?
No, not at all. Because he realized that even though he'd spent 20 years looking for it, that he had found something so much better.
A relationship with God.
Yep, that's right. And you can find that too, if you'll trust him. And who better to trust than a God who is amazingly great and perfectly good?
You know, Everett, she's right.
I know. We need what Uncle Joe had.
Really? Uh-huh. That's incredible. I'm going to get my Bible because we have a lot to talk about.
Mystery Island. Come on. Won't you come along with me? Mystery Island. Hoo-ha. Mystery Island.
Okay, I wonder. Here is our final wow start for our final day. Would you agree that sad or hard things sometimes happen to people in this world? Have you ever wondered why God let it happen? Well, here's the comforting thing. Whether you understand why something is happening or not, you can forever have confidence in the character of God. Why? Because he's perfect and cannot make a mistake. Let me repeat that. God is perfect and cannot make a mistake. That means he is perfect love, he's perfect goodness, he's perfect kindness, he's perfect in wisdom. So, even though we may not understand why something happens, God does. Listen to this verse, Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Wow. All things work together for good if you put your trust in God. He is trustworthy. Wow. That's amazing. We've had a wonderful time with you Islanders here at VBS. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye!